Good morning, everyone. This is Sheila Peters, and we're back at it, a stretch body awareness class. We're going to start sitting down on the floor with our legs folded in front of us. Backs are nice and tall. If you want to, you can take out the divine flesh from underneath your derriere so your back can be truly straight. We're going to slowly start to curve the top of the head down. Chin goes to the chest. Continue that forward motion by rolling through the spine, upper spine, middle spine, and then eventually the lower spine. And as your hands slide forward, and let's just drop over from the hips. So we're getting a nice stretch in the spine, as well as the outside of our thighs and our glutes. Take a couple nice deep breaths in. As you exhale, see if you can let your arms float forward a little bit more on the floor to allow yourself to get a little deeper stretch. Again, deep breath in. As we exhale, let the fingers scoot forward, head is down, chin is towards the chest, and breathe. Last time, deep breath in. Exhale, release the hands forward and lower the upper body gently. And then slowly roll up by walking your hands and reverse that process through the spine, lower, middle, upper back, shoulders down, head and come up. We're going to repeat that to your right. So we're going to twist the upper body, keeping the spine strong and straight. Drop the chin down, rolling down through the upper back, middle back, and then the lower back, and then push through to the hips. So you're folding over from the hips. Opposite hip is staying on the floor, hands are going out. Your head is aiming down towards that knee. Now this is not an Olympic event here. We're just trying to really start to talk to our spine and allow our spine and our bodies to start to open up and release. So let's take the breathing, deep breath in. As we exhale, inch those fingers forward, maintaining both hips on the floor, head drops. Deep breath in. As you exhale, see if you can make those fingers go a little farther out. You'll find that you get a stretch more on your left side and the back side of your spine there. Deep breath in. Use your breath. Exhale, lowering a little bit more. And last time, deep breath in. And exhale and allow that arm to reach a little bit more across, feeling the lengthening that's happening in your body. And then rolling up by walking your hands up, reversing that process through the spine, and come upright. Now we're going to switch legs so we can go to the other side. Again, backs are straight, we're twisting head, and curve the chin down. Going through the spine, that sequential movement that we've been working on, working through each part of the spine. Nose and head goes down towards that knee. So we're on that diagonal line. Deep breath in. As we exhale, reach the fingers forward. Feeling the spine lengthen. Folding from the hips. Make sure the opposite hip in the direction we're going in is on the floor. Again, deep breath in. As you exhale, reach the hands out, scooch them out a little bit more, head goes down. Elbows are bent, shoulders are relaxed. Deep breath in. Exhale and release. Last time. Breath in. Exhale and reach with those arms. Keeping the opposite hip on the floor. Feeling that nice lengthening through the opposite side. Now it will be your right side that's getting the super stretch. And then walk the hands up, realign the spine along that whole sequential sequence, and then come to the center of your arm. Let's just work with the head, drop the head down, and lift the head up. Your spine is straight, drop the head down. Lift it up. Drop the head down. Lift it up. Drop the head down. and lift it up. Come to a neutral position. Let's turn to the side, keeping the shoulders still, and twist to the other side. Now each time you move to the side, you may find that you increase the range of motion, and you may have one side that doesn't go as far as the other side. That's perfectly normal. And here's the last time. Looking and looking. Coming back to neutral. High right, low left. High right, low left. 2 more. And lift up and down and lift up and down. Let's go directly to the high left, up and low right. And up, breathing down. 2 more. Lift and down and lift and down. Good. Coming to neutral position, we're going to take a tilt. So our chin goes to the left and the top of our head goes to the right. Lift up and over. So we're trying to keep our necks long, our shoulders down, and getting as big a range of stretch on the side of that neck as we can. Backs are straight. We have 2 more. And up and over. And lift and over. Good. Once more. And up and over. And lift and over. Good. Neutral position. Let's take circles. Drop the head down, going over to the right. We're passing through pretty much every one of those positions that we did individually and all the way around and down. You can either have your eyes open or you can have your eyes closed. Or you might do a combination of those 2 positions with the eyes. Sometimes with your eyes open, it can feel like you're getting a little bit more emotion, but maybe you feel it more with your eyes closed. Coming all the way up and around, shoulders are down, backs are still straight, and we're going to come down to the chin position and reverse it, going over to the left. And lift all the way around. And you may feel or hear some crunchies in your neck. And just breathe through it, because we want to release those tight areas in the muscles and the ligaments and the tendons and the fascia. Here's our 3rd circle all the way around. Good. And our last one, letting the head really drop, seeing how big a circle you can get as you move all the way around. And drop. Good. Coming up right. Let's lift the shoulders up. We're going to twist and take our hand, opposite hand against the knee, and twist as the shoulders come down. Elbows are bent. Coming up, twisting, shoulders come up, and then shoulders go down as you twist and go to the other side. So we're doing double duty here. Up, twist, hands down, shoulders down, and twist. And lift, up. Breathing, drop down and twist. 2 more. Lift, up, arms, shoulders down, elbows bent, twist. And breathe up, shoulders come up, drop it down, push and twist. Last time. Lift it up, breathe, down with the arms, down with the shoulders and twist. And come up, breathe, twist. Shoulders go down. Whoops, little slide there. And come center. Good. Reaching the arms out with the elbows lifting and then the elbows down. This is also working the shoulder area. Arms get a little work too, but we're just trying to open up and get the shoulders moving. Necks are going to stay nice and long, so you might, as you come down with those elbows, feel an added stretch in the neck. And there we go. Okay, I'm going to turn to the side by bringing my legs around, and we can switch legs so we have the other leg in front. Again, our backs are nice and straight. Shoulder lifts up, come forward. Up, move it back. Come up, move it forward. And lift, and back. Good, and lift, and forward. And up, and back. Good, lift, and forward, and up. Back. We're going to drop down with that shoulder and forward. Let your arm do whatever it needs to do to get the range of motion for that shoulder. And down and back. And you notice not only is the shoulder getting some work, but parts of your back and chest get a little bit of stretching and opening too. Good, and back. Now we're going to sit up tall. We're going to take our back hand and put it against the front ankle there. And we're going to reach this arm that we've just been working up and twist and go to the back. Now because you have the arm braced, you may be able to twist more through that spine. Reaching forward, following fingers with the hands up and back. Good. So we're getting more of a twist, more work through that spine. Lift up and breathe back. Excellent. Last one. Reach forward and lift up and back. Good. We're going to fold our legs and twist around to the other side. Get the other leg in front, so it's that leg that's in front there. Okay, so here we go. Lift up and front and up and back and up and front. Lift up to the back. My spine is staying straight. Front. Good. Lift and back. Arm reflex, whatever it needs to do to help that shoulder to get the biggest range of motion. And now we're going down and front and down and back and down to the front. Good. Down and back. Two more. Drop down and front and down and back. Once more. Down to the front and down and back. If you haven't already, you're going to take the back hand and put it against the ankle there. And now reach the arm you've been working forward, up. Watching those fingers twist and allow the hand to help you twist to get way back there. Drop down, reach forward. Watching with your eyes, those fingers. It's like you think those fingers are incredibly fascinating. Good. And reach forward. Two more. Lift way up. Excellent. Coming to the back and down once more. Reach forward, lift it up, coming to the back. Let's hold it just for a moment. Good, and release. Good, coming back forward. We're maintaining the same legs we just had in front there. And we're going to take a tilt over to the side. Both hips stay on the floor. Our arms are reaching up, high on the diagonal. Other elbows trying to reach towards the floor. If you're not all the way to the floor, that's fine. So again, this is another spinal stretch. Going to the side, but it gives us more of a direct side body stretch. Coming up, pushing with that bottom hand, we're going to go to the other side and reach. Be gentle because this is the first time we've done this so far today. Keeping the opposite hip on the floor, feel that long line with the arm on that diagonal. Coming back up, reach, press, and stretch. Second time is easier. Lift up, breathe, over and stretch. Two more sets. Lift, up, over and stretch. Reaching, maybe you can get a little more to the side, up, over, so it's not so much of a diagonal, more side motion. And we have one more. Lift up, stretch, reach, 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 reach. Good. And come up, and last set, coming over, and stretch. Get that way over there, lengthen, feel that nice lengthen through the body, and come up, right. We're going to twist now, and we're going to take the hand, opposite hand to the side we're going to, in a flex position. Other hand is behind you, and you're going to push out with that hand. So now we get a twisted stretch, and I'm trying to keep our shoulders down. Let's release it, and let the elbow come back, and push out. Using the back hand as a lever. And push and twist. Get all the way down towards the lower back there. And push across. Good. And let's reverse that. Hand comes behind, and other hand comes into a flex position. And push that heel of the hand way out there. And release. Back is straight. And push and twist. And you'll find that as we do this, you're going to be able to get the body a little bit more over, so you're getting a little more of a spinal twist there. And release. Good. And once more, push and twist. Excellent. Okay, let's come back to center, and we're going to switch the legs once again so we don't get stuck in one position. We're going to take that twist this time with the hand braced, and then you're going to drop your head down and let your hands come down. And we're trying to just allow the body to fold over. So again, we're getting a twisted stretch, but this you may feel more in your lower back. Both hips are on the floor. And come up, breathe in. Exhale, twist, gently drop the hands down and see if you can get a little farther over, chin is towards the chest. And push up and breathe. We have 2 more. And exhale as you go down. And come upright, inhale. And exhale and drop. And come upright, switching legs. Sitting up tall, we're twisting, using the hand there, put the hands down, drop them down, keeping both hips on the floor, and chin to the chest and drop down. Now you may find that one side feels different than the other, but you're moving to the point where you feel a stretch somewhere. And come upright, inhale, exhale, drop the hands down, lower, chin to the chest. You've got that twisting action. You may find that you feel it more in your neck sometimes than your lower back, although your lower back is getting a stretch there. Inhale, exhale, and drop. Last time, coming up right, inhale, and exhale, and drop. And you're going to find that you really did increase the range of motion. It should feel less challenging this last time and maybe a little bit more pleasurable. So you're really stretching out some areas that have not been stretched for a while. Coming up right. Good. Let's go on to our hands and knees and continue working through that spine. So setting up your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees are about hips width apart. Let's just push back in a curved position here. So I'm tucking my abdomen in and I'm reaching out and pushing my hips back. It's like you're trying to get to a child's pose, but you're really not going to get there because your back is so highly curved up. You engage that lower back and the abdominals. Good. Now we're going to push forward and do the opposite thing. Arch. What we're doing is sort of in a rocking position. Arching that back, sticking the butt up, head comes up. And then once again, roll the spine back, engage those abdominals, push that lower back up. So this is a cat and cow, but in a slightly different position. And then we're coming forward. We're going to stick our butt out and arch. Sometimes doing it in this rocking motion helps you get a little more mobility through that lower back. Shoulders are down, heads are down. And then coming forward, making sure you're continuing to breathe in the way that works for you. So I've got a deeply arched position. Our cow, my butt sticking up, but my weight is forward. And then let's take that once more, rocking back, making that lower back go to the ceiling, engaging those abdominals, heads are loose. And then last time coming forward, push forward and arch. Excellent. Let's go back into a true child's pose and drop our heads down and walk our hands over to the right. So we're keeping our hips where they are. Stack your left hand on top of your right. And again, feel that side stretch. Now you're going to be able to get pretty far over because we've done so much work with the spine already. So just enjoy that. Elbows are bent, shoulders are dropped. And then let's move over and go into the other side. So you're going to stack your right hand over your left because we're moving towards the left. And allowing the body to really feel this lovely side body stretch. Make sure you're breathing. Excellent. Let's come back to your true child's pose, and we're going to curl the toes under, and we're going to press back into the heels. And again, because we've stretched out the lower back, we may be able to focus more on the Achilles, the calf muscle. So let's rock forward again, deep breath in. Exhale, press out. And rocking forward, inhale. Exhale, pressing out through the heels. Feeling your hips going farther back. Feeling the stretch in the gastrocnemius, the calf muscle. Come forward, inhale. And exhale, and
Excellent. Let's come back onto our hands and knees. Hands go slightly forward, and we're going to push up into a child's pose. So this is, into a down dog. This is your first one. So be gentle. So we're pushing the heels down and the hips up. Dropping the head down. And then come back. We're going to hover the knees and push back. Pressing out through the hips, straight up to the ceiling, and down through the heels. And again, hover. Knees don't drop. And push back. Stretching out the legs. Your spine's pretty stretched by now, so we can focus on the legs. Knees down. And press back. Excellent. Let's do a little bit of treading here. So pressing the heel down on one side and lifting the heel up on the other side. Switch and press. And switch and press. Good. Change it. 2 more sets. Pressing one heel down, the other up. And switch. Pressing the hips still up to the ceiling. Press and switch. This is the last set here. And press. Good. Both lift up. Bend the knees down, so you're getting a stretch for the toes. And press back up into your down dog. Lift the heels up. Press the knees down. You're not going to touch the floor, but you're feeling that stretch from the toes, back to the toes. And press back into down dog, long line. 2 more. Lift up. Bend the knees, feeling the toes getting that stretch as the knees go down in a controlled manner. And come up and stretch. Let's do that once more. Lift up. You're still breathing. Bend the knees down. Don't touch the floor with knees. And then press back into your downward dog. Excellent. Good. Bend the knees. Let's walk our hands back through our towards our feet and drop that head. Shake that head out. No. Shake the head. Yes. Again, shake the head. No. And shake the head. Yes. Now let's continue working with that spine by rolling up through the spine, lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulders, head. Now we're going to reverse that. So we're sticking the butt out, we're going through the lower back, middle back, upper back, and then finally dropping the head. And reverse that, coming up through that lower back. We're engaging the abdominals, rolling up through the spine. Lengthening, coming up, legs straighten, bend the knees, arch down. So it's the same motion that we were doing when we were on our hands and knees, but we get to exaggerate it because we're going to be able to work through the whole spine as we're standing. And arch out. Maybe you feel your shoulders reaching back as you go down a little bit more to increase that arch in the back. And let's take that one more time. And roll up through the spine, lifting, coming up, arching, and coming down. Excellent. And once you get down here, your knees are bent, shake that head out again, no, and shake the head, yes. Good. Let's walk our hands out. And we're going to go into a plank position. If this is a bad position for you, you could have your knees down. From here, we're going to lift the right leg up just a little bit and come down. And left up and down. We're pointing our feet. Lift and down and lift. So your arms are getting some work, but so is your core. So you're holding on to your abdominals. And left. We have one more set. And lift and down and lift and down. Good. Press the knees down. And let's go back into a child's pose for a moment. Okay. We're going to start working on the hips a bit. So we're going to bend our knees, and we're going to be lining up on a straight line, basically, to the side, with your hips on top of each other, and about a little more than a 90-degree angle with your legs. Your feet are pointed. Hands on your hips. We're going to keep our toes together as we lift that knee up, the top knee, and down. So you're going to find that we're working the top hip there. Good. And lift, keeping the shoulders down. And good. And lift. And down. We have 4 more of these. Lift it up. And down. Breathe. Lift. And down. Sometimes there's a little balance issue there. Lift. And down. And lift.
and down. Coming back up once more. We're gonna pulse the knee back. 1, 2. So we're really working that hip. 3, 4 more. 5, 6, good. 7 and 8. Good. Drop it down and let's fold over to the other side and repeat that. So we're stacked up. We've got the hips right on top of each other here. Hand on the hips, feet are pointed. Lifting, open, and down. And breathe, and down. Lift it up. Toes stay pointed, and drop, and lift. We have 4 more. And 5, drop it down. Keep breathing, shoulders are down. 6, and down. Lift up. And here's the last one. Lift it up. And down. We're going into the pulses, so we're coming up. And we're pulsing that knee back. 1, 2. So we're opening up the hip. 3, good. 4, excellent. 5, keep going. 6, and 7, and 8. Good. Drop it down. Swing the legs in front of you. And sit up tall. And take some longer leg stretches, getting the divine flesh out from underneath you. Reaching the arms up. Keeping the back straight. We're going to flex the feet. Push through the balls of the feet and point. Flex. Push through and point. Flex. Push through and point. Last one. Flex. Push through and point. Lift the whole body up from the hips, folding over from the hips, starting to feel that stretch in the hamstring, dropping down and over, and let everything go. From here, we're going to take 4 breaths. Deep breath in. As you exhale, reaching forward with the spine, so you're folding more through the hip and getting a longer lengthening in the back of the legs. Depending on where your flexibility is today, you may want to have your knees bent, or you may want to hold on to your leg in a different position. But the challenge here, and if you're feeling more flexible today, is to put your hands on the floor, palms down. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, once again, scoot those fingers forward so that you get a little bit more of a stretch, lengthening there. If that's not how you feel today, doing this more challenging stretch, that's fine. Deep breath in. Exhale, allow the fingers to travel. And release through the breath. Lengthening through the legs, through the spine. And last time, deep breath in. Exhale, let the fingers go forward. Notice that my shoulders are not lifting up towards my ears, and I've got my elbows down, and I'm thinking long line, not drop over curved line. I'm thinking long line. Good. Rolling out through that spine, through the sequence, lower, middle, upper, and shoulders and head. Backs are straight. Let's repeat that whole thing with the flexed foot. Reaching the arms up, feeling the pressure out through the heels. Lift, fold from the hips. And now we're going to get an even more intense stretch through the hamstrings with the feet flexed. Again, your choice. You can hold here, wherever you are. You're lengthening on a long line. We're not trying to do a curved stretch. So if you're here with your knees bent, that's fine. Whatever works for you. And we're lengthening and dropping over. I invite you to put the hands on the floor if you can. Deep breath in. Exhale, scoot the fingers out a little bit more. Reaching. Feeling the lengthening that happens both in the spine and also in the legs. Breath in. Exhale, scoot the fingers forward. Elbows bent, shoulders down. And you almost have a chance to pull with the hands if your hands are on the floor to give you a little bit more leverage for this stretch. Breath in. Exhale, reach the fingers out and pull. Feeling that long, beautiful stretch. Good, last time, deep breath in. Exhale, scoot the fingers, elbows are bent. Dropping the body over. Excellent. Rolling out through the spine, allow your hands to help you. Lower, middle, upper, shoulders, head. Excellent. Let's bend the knees now. So they're about hips width apart, and move however you need to on your mat. Backs are straight. Once again, let's go into that lower back curve. Engaging the abdominals. So here we are in that nice curve in the spine. We're going to reverse that, pushing through the hips, allowing the body to undulate up through that sequence of the lower back as you go down, middle, upper, shoulders and head, push through, lower back, middle, upper, and head. Two more, rolling down using your breath. So you are going to be working not only your spine here, but also your abdominals, pushing through, lift, undulate up, and last one, roll down, curve, drop, way back, pushing through, lift, coming up right. Good. Let's roll back down once more. Let's see if we can release our hands, then scoot our hands behind and come into a leaning position. Hopefully your mat doesn't slide like mine does. Then bring your legs a little bit closer. We're trying to get our lower backs into the floor, and we're really engaging the abdominals. We'll do a little bit of leg work as we get some abdominal work here too. So from here, we're going to lift this leg up, and we're going to drop it down, touch with the toe, and lift. And down, really squeezing the abdominals up, and drop it down, and lift, and down. Other side, foot goes down, other leg, and lift up, and lift, and down. Try not to sink into your shoulders, and down, and lift, and down. We're gonna make this a little bit more difficult. Both legs are gonna come up, feel that lower back on the floor. First leg drops down, and lift, and down. And you can feel that you're really working the abdominals more intensely, and lift, and down. Switching legs, drop it down and up. Breathing, and lift, and down, and up, and down, and up. So we're going to go down this time, bring the knee into the chest, stretch it up, and then come back to that bent position and go down into the chest, lift it up. Bring it down in that bent position, bring it to the chest, straightening it up. Bend it down, touch, bring it to the chest, lift it up, and come to your original position. Other leg, bring it in, lift it up, straighten it, coming down, bend it, and touch, still holding on to the abdominals. Breathing in, lift it up, bring it down, bending it, touch it. Good. Bring it into the chest, lift it up. Excellent. Bend, drop it down. Don't let yourself sink into the shoulders. Lift, bring it down, and come upright. Let's make the legs come together, and we're going to slowly open the knees. We're still holding on to those abdominals. Knees in. Rotate out. So you've got a diamond shape with your legs. Rotate in. And breathe out. Diamond shape. And rotate in. And coming out to the side. And come back into your tight leg position. Drop the feet down, push the heels down, and let's push ourselves up. And come once more into our straight leg position, arms up. Let's roll over and drop down, feet are pointed. We're going to stay in this position and do some flexes and points so that our focus comes back to the legs so we can let our abdominals relax a bit. But you're really feeling that fold in the crease of the hip, head is dropped. So from here, deep breath in. Exhale, flex out through the heels. See if you can lengthen the spine along the legs a little bit more. Breath in. And point the legs. Dropping over. Breath in. Exhale and flex. Push out through those heels. Feel the fold in the crease in the front of the hips. Accentuate. And pointing on your next exhalation. 2 more sets. Inhale. Exhale and flex, lifting the spine out. Breathe in and point. So you could be sliding those hands out. You could have the palms down towards the floor. You have many different variations you could do here. Deep breath in, last time flex, and out through the heels. Breathe in, exhale, and point.
Excellent. Rolling up through the spine. We come to the right. And let's come to a half bed position. We're facing the front of the room. And we've got one leg out, the other leg bent in front of you. And this is the first time we've really done some open positions here. So we're going to just roll this front long leg here and then open it out. Press the hip down and roll and twist. And roll and press back and roll and twist. Good. Roll it back and press it and roll it, twist, and come out and press. Let's flex the foot and repeat the same thing. So our foot is flexed now, we're rolling. If your knee needs to bend, that's okay. But we're keeping the foot and the hip and the knee all in alignment. Good. Pressing it over. You may find that your upper body wants to twist a little bit more because we've worked the hips so much that it's causing the upper body to have an ability to twist to the side there. And open, press it down. And may switch so that the body twists towards it as you press back. Push forward with that hip and press down and back. Good. Point the foot and let's switch. And you're going to find that there's a lot more ease through that hip. Let's take it to the other side. Sitting up nice and tall. Adjust yourself so that you've got the back nice and long there. Okay, and from here, we're going to press that hip forward. Knee can bend. This first time, be gentle. And up, and press it back. Good. Repeat. Curve it over, twisting it, and push. And open, and out. Two more. Lift. Press it over. And open, and release. Last one. Lift it up, and over, and out, and back. Good. Sitting in neutral position, flex that foot, and let's repeat that. So we're going over, we're trying to keep the hip, the knee, and the foot all in alignment. With the flex foot, you may find that you get a little bit more of a stretch. Press it back. We've got 3 more sets. And now your body may want to go a little bit more to counterbalance what's going on with the hip, and pressing it forward, and twist. Good. Press it back. Hip goes to the back as the body twists last time. Press it forward, and twist. Good. And lift, and stretch. Good. Let's bring the legs together in front of us, bending the knees, and let's repeat that opening and closing that we get done with our legs up in the air. So our legs are touching on the inside here, and we're just going to open and press out through the heel this time. So we have basically a flexed foot, and we can feel opening in the hip there. Coming back upright, back straight, and press and open. You're supporting yourself with your hands behind you. Shoulders are not sagging, and your elbows are not locked. And come upright. Good. And press and open. Excellent. And up, and close, and press, and open. Good. Now push yourself a little bit higher with your hands, shoulders are down, and we're going to lift the heels and make our heels touch, and our toes are going to be sort of flexed, and you're resting on the little toes there. So that increases the stretch, and we're going to be gently repeating that. So heels come down, breathe in, exhale, press the heels forward. It's a very small motion. And press down with the heels. But it increases the stretch in the hip coming up. 2 more. Press it down. Good. And press it up. Excellent. And let's take it once more. Press it down. And up. If you feel like this is a good motion for you and you want to maintain that, continue that, go for it. If you'd like to try the more challenging piece, just follow me. We're keeping heels up, and we just try to press the knees down. So again, we're opening up the hips a little bit more, and then release, and press down. If at any time you need to modify or stop and sort of massage out the hip, you can do that. Press it down. And lift, and we're going to do this one more time. If you're joining me here, knees go down, heels come up, so we're opening up through that hip. Good. And then release, drop the hip down, and bring the legs together. Let's go straight forward, legs come out. We're going to rotate in here in the hip, and out, and
in. So it's a lot of very direct work on the hips here. And out, and in, and out. Let's take 2 more of these. And rotate in, feet are not formed. They can be very nice and loose. And we have 1 more, in and out. Good. Let's meet the thighs on the floor. We're about to go into a full body open stretch here. So reaching those legs out, adjusting your spine, making sure that the divine flesh is outside of your derriere, so you can get that back nice and long. And let's roll down and do what we did at the very beginning of class with our legs rotated out, feet pointed, curving the head down, moving through the upper back, the middle back, the lower back, and walking the hands forward and finding a position where you're folding from your hips. You don't have to be all the way down towards the floor. And I'm going to be raising my head a little bit so you don't get too much of an echo on this video. But you're aiming towards working your arms out and your back getting flattened towards the floor. Same time, you want to keep the legs rotated up. You don't want to rotate the knees, and you want the knees to be up towards the ceiling. So from here, head is loose, deep breath in. Exhale, walk those fingers out a little bit more. You're going to notice that you've got a stretch on the inside thighs, and your shoulders are down, and your elbows are bent. Again, deep breath in. As you exhale, reach those fingers out, trying to flatten the torso towards the floor with a folded position in the hip flexors. Legs still maintain a rotated position, and you're really feeling the inside thigh there. 2 more sets. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach those hands out, flattening out, nice and loose. And last time, deep breath in. Exhale, reaching those hands out. Again, I'm lifting my head up so that I don't get too much of an echo. But you want to let your head drop. If your forehead's on the floor, that's great. Let's just stay here and take a couple breaths on our own with our heads down. Okay, at this point, we're going to flex out through the heels, which may allow you to have a little more reach there with the arms, and we're going to walk our hands over to the right. Now, we're in the same kind of position as we were in the child's pose, with our bodies going to the side and getting a stretch through the side body. We're going to take that left arm and put it on top of the right arm and drop the head down, making sure that the other hip is on the floor. Feet are flexed, toes are going straight up, so we're not losing the rotation in the legs. Breath in and exhale. Maybe you can reach the hands a little farther out as you maintain both hips on the floor. Let's take that once more. Deep breath in and exhale. Enjoying the inside thigh stretch, and also you're going to get a little bit more of a side body, back body stretch. Good, and let's walk our hands around, keeping low to the ground, as low as we can. So we're going to get stretch all the way as we move to the other side. And this time, you have the opposite hand on top. Both hips are on the floor, shoulders are down, elbows are back. Deep breath in. Exhale, if you can reach the hands a little farther forward. Go for it. And last time, deep breath in. And exhale and reach. Good, let's walk towards the center. Once again, going into your flat position, or as flat as you can get, forehead on the floor. Taking a couple of deep breaths. Notice how much farther you can get. And then using your hands, roll up back through the spine, lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulders, you're feeling nice and flexed. Push through the balls of the feet and point and flex. Push through and point and flex. Push through and point and flex. Push through and point. Excellent. Let's bring the legs together and just gently rock the knees side to side. bringing the feet so that they're touching and the toes point. We've got a little bit of our weight on the back there, and our knees are glued. Okay, so we're gonna just drop over and over and up and over and up and over and up. You can continue like that, or if you'd like to try this with your legs off the floor, you can. Drop over and up, elbows are bent. Drop over and lift, knees are glued. Drop over and lift. Drop over and lift. Good. Come back to your sitting position, and let's take one of the exercises we did initially, just to see how things feel. Divine flesh is out from underneath your back. Let's reach the arm over and drop the elbow to the floor. Feeling that nice long arc. So you're gonna hopefully feel like you can get quite a bit farther over. And then there's more ease of motion. Let's go to the other side. Reach, keeping the chest forward. Good. And lift up and over. Feel that nice reach. And up and over. Two more. Lift and over and reach. Use your breath. And last one. Up and over and lift and over. Good. Coming up right. Let's circle the shoulders forward, lift, back, and down. Forward, lift, back, and down. Forward, lift, back, down. Forward, lift, back. Reverse it, going to the back. Lift, forward, and down. To the back. Lift, forward, and down. Two more sets. Going to the back. And lift, and front, and down. To the back. Lift it up, and front, and down. All right, folks. I hope that you enjoyed this class. We were pretty easy, but very intense in some places, and your whole body should feel loose and that you released a bunch of blocks if you've been holding tension. All right, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for joining me.